Hey guys, I'm Adrian. We're here at Cafe 1989. Welcome to the Phantom Bar.
Hi, my name's Ben Campbell, and welcome to my cafe, 1989, which is kind of an arcade cafe. The idea came to me about 4 years ago after a trip to the States. And yeah, it's been a 4-year dream to kind of bring this to Sydney. We're called 1989 because of the Ninja Turtles arcade machine behind me. People seem to think that we're an 80s cafe. We're not really an 80s cafe, we're more of a sort of a nod towards the kind of classic era of arcades, like an arcade gaming. And we're named after the Turtles machine because it was made in 1989. And this machine was actually the first machine I ever bought, the first one in my collection. And coming from the UK, it was shipped over with me on the boat when I moved to Australia. So it's an original Konami Hero Turtles, not Ninja Turtles. Don't know if you've noticed that, it's called Hero, not Ninja, UK cabinet. So we've kind of, that's our flagship cab, and we kind of named the business after that. And we've been open for about 4 months now, I think. But I've been collecting the rest of the machines. I've got 17 machines in total in my collection since moving over to Sydney just over a year ago. And I collect them from other kind of like arcade enthusiasts. Get a few of them for like eBay and Gumtree and that kind of stuff. But currently we have the 5, 6, 7 machines on the floor here. But we're hoping to eventually expand that to about 14 arcade cabinets, and yeah, we just want people to come and enjoy the old school gaming, as we all love, you know, the old school retro gaming, yeah. The ultimate dream would be to get a load more machines on the floor here, and to hopefully acquire a liquor license and turn it into a bar. You know, we'd love people to come in, have a few beers and have a few wines and chill out and play some games. That's on the cards. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get lucky, and in the new year we'll open the doors for people to be able to not just order a good coffee, but also have a great drink as well. But also, I think the dream would be to kind of, always changing, always having like the classics on the floor. So maybe we'll keep like NBA Jam Turtles and The Simpsons on the floor, but we might change out Street Fighter 2 and put a Golden Axe in there, or put a Final Fight in there, or you know. I'm a massive sucker for like side-scrolling beat-em-ups. They're my favorite genre. Yeah. Is that yours as well?
Yeah. I mean, I love Golden Axe.
Yeah.
And Rastan Saga.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I had that on the Commodore 64. I never played it on the arcades.
You never played that?
No. I remember Rastan on the Commodore 64 because like I'm a massive retro game fan and collector. A few years ago, back home in the UK, my brother and we used to run a retro gaming company. Not company, but like we used to be resellers. You know, resellers is a bad word now. People tend to be in a retro game scene. People are like, you make money on like reselling old games, and like we were never one of those guys who kind of like overdid our prices or anything like that. But in the UK, there's a massive scene in Australia, but in UK and in America, the scene is like even bigger. You know, there's all these kind of big sort of like get-togethers where people sell games, and you have like just rooms full of like retro game sellers. So I used to do that with my brother, and I've been collecting retro games for the last 4 years. So I've got like, you know, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Super Nintendo, Commodore 64, Atari, 2600, and like loads of other machines and games. So it's not just the arcades, but it's also the old school consoles I love as well. But yeah, Rastan, played on my Commodore 64, not on the arcade. I need to obviously play it on the arcade.
And Splatterhouse?
Splatterhouse 2 I have on the Mega Drive, man. I've
not played Splatterhouse in the arcade?
No, I haven't, man. I'm failing. I need to get. If I ever find a game board, I will definitely put it on the floor here. That would be amazing. Because it came out on the TurboGrafx PC engine, didn't it? Yeah. Splatterhouse 1. Yeah. And they only released Splatterhouse 2 on the Mega Drive, which is awesome.
But I mean, you can get it on Memi. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm trying to be as much as I can with the arcades here, a purist. Yeah. It's really hard. So we do have Ghosts and Goblins on the floor here, but that is actually a copy board. Unfortunately, I'd love for it to be an original board for this. Favorite game?
Favorite arcade game?
Without a doubt. This thing, I shipped this all the way from the UK because I could not bear to be without it, man. Like, hands down, favorite arcade game.
Why is it your favorite?
I think because I grew up Ninja Turtles as a kid, and I love Ninja Turtles. Like the whole wacky concept of these 4 mutant brothers who are turtles that are mentored by their father, happens to be a rat, and the Shredder, the villains, the action, all that kind of stuff. I grew up with cartoon, and it wasn't years later until I learned about the original comic book and how dark and violent that was, and what an independent first run it was, and all that kind of stuff. So this was always like, for me growing up, was like my go-to as a kid. That and Thundercats, obviously, and and everything else, like DuckTales and all that kind of stuff. But hands down, when it comes to the arcades, definitely Turtles. And I'm Leonardo when I play Turtles. Everybody says Donnie, but I'm like, nah. What's your favourite character? Leo, because he's got 2 swords.
That's right.
Like, you might have the reach when you're Donatello, but if you've got 2 swords, then you're all over it. So the Cafe 1989 is located at 22 King Street in Newtown, Sydney. We're in Sydney. And our opening hours at the moment are 10 till 4, 7 days a week. We are launching our new hours next year in 2017. And we'll be open from 7 a.m. till 4. 7 a.m. till 4, so we'll be able to come in and get some breakfast, play some games. And then hopefully in the future we'll be open even later, where people can have some beers and play some games as well. So yeah, we're just a hop, skip and jump from Sydney CBD on bus, and just a quick walk from Newtown train station. So yeah, come and see us, please. We need more people to come in and play the games and know we're here, because it's interesting. We get people walking past in the evening when this is all lit up, and I'm like, I really wish people could come in, but until we get things moving with the nighttime service, we get a lot of people coming in the mornings going, I saw you guys last night and you weren't open, so I've come to see you today. I didn't realise you were here. So we're still trying to let people know that we're here and all that sort of stuff. And I really love it when my favourite thing about owning this kind of business is seeing families bring, young families or slightly older families bringing their kids in to enjoy the old games. It's awesome. Like, we have a couple of dads who bring their kids in every couple of weeks just to smash the high score in Street Fighter 2. I love that. I love it when families bring their kids in and they're dad's showing his son how to kick somebody's ass playing Ryu on Street Fighter 2. It's awesome. That kind of stuff's great. Oh, and I didn't mention, we've got a high scoreboard here. And the idea is that if you come in and smash somebody's high score, we'll take your picture, we'll stick it on our Facebook page and our Instagram, but we also shout you a free coffee. So I'm really enjoying that aspect of it, because people actually are checking our Facebook and seeing what the high score is and then coming in and smashing it and grabbing that coffee. And then you get other people coming in trying to smash a high score. So I'm really enjoying that aspect of the business as well. But I should mention, otherwise my staff will probably hate me, is that, it's not only just the games here that are important to us, it's also the fact that we do great coffee and great food. This is a bit of a plug, I do apologise about it, but opening a cafe, especially in Newtown, especially in Sydney, we've had to really focus on making sure that we have great coffee and lots of really tasty, fresh food. And I think what happens is a lot of people walk past to see the games, they think that we're not serious about our food, but we really are. And that's something I really want people to know is it's not just about the cool old games, but we're really serious about come in, have a great cup of coffee, have something awesome and tasty and fresh and delicious. You can either have something good for you, something bad for you, it doesn't matter, it's all here, but do come and try our food, because I really want people to know that, because we're struggling with people not realising that we do great food. And when people come in and they have a go in the games, they sit down and have something to eat, and they're like, wow, the food is really good. I'm like, of course it is, man. We want to be the whole package. So, if people can come in and try that as well, that would be awesome.